Welcome to episode 457 of the Geeks for the Win podcast. I am your host, William, joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
And, well, Stuart has had a few weeks. Interesting stuff.
It's been hectic.
Yeah, I haven't had as many individual notable things as Stuart has shared with me, but mine has
Let's
been
just
a
say
bit
something
much
happened
too.
on every single day this week. That's just like, fuck. Well,
Yeah.
not so much Wednesday, but yeah. But anyway, that's besides the point.
So we're trying to hobble together a show, without a whole lot of knowing how it's gonna go. So we're just gonna bring some stuff to the table and hopefully it works out. You said you had some stuff, Stuart.
Yeah,
What's
I got
something you got?
some things. See if I can get Stream Deck or Elgato did an update to the Stream Deck and it broke a lot of interactions with OBS. And I'm still having to deal with it because it's not fucking fixed. Even though I've sent multiple tickets, I've got nothing in response. So give me a second. Okay. I have been playing a new free-to-play game. Well, it's still in beta, but it's free to play. And I've been seeing a lot of people playing it on TikTok and stuff like that. That's what made me download it, and it's kind of fun. I've been playing Multiverses.
Oh, I've seen a lot of people on Twitch play
is
this.
WB's Smash Brothers. So it's Batman, it's Superman, Wonder Woman, Scooby-Doo. Well, not Scooby-Doo, but Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, Velma, Finn and Jake from Adventure Time, Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny. Let me see if I can get a full cast list up. Iron Giant, Harley Quinn, Arya Stark, Steven Universe, Garnet from Steven Universe, Taz, and I don't know if it's an original character, but somebody called, let's zoom in on this image. Rain Dog. I don't know if that's an original character.
According to this article, it says that I just found an article that had rosters and it just says Multiverses.
Okay,
for Rain Dog. So probably
it's an original character. Rick from Rick and Morty is the next character that's supposed to come out. Which news is coming out today that is delayed. It was supposed to come out like Monday, but it has been delayed.
Yeah, I saw a couple days ago season 1 and something else that was delayed.
Oh, it was probably Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot. LeBron James is also a character because of course he is. According to this article I just pulled up, rumored, you see Gandalf, Harry Potter, Fred Flintstone, Ben 10, Godzilla,
Yeah,
interesting.
they're going all out on this.
Yeah, and you know what? It's pretty good. It's a pretty good Smash game. My only complaint is that the area is that you play on, like the actual maps, they're quite small. Like you can easily jump outside, outside the map and get an out on your own. On some of these maps, like high platforms, like because like the ceiling is quite low.
There's a
And
lot of characters that have apparently been data mined.
I'm sure.
Wow.
Let's see. Joker, sure. Marvin Martian, Raven. I don't know who Nubia?
Nubia.
I don't know who that is. Legolas, Ron Weasley, Fred Flintstone, Johnny Bravo, Mad Max. That'd be interesting. King Kong, Neo, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Gizmo from Gremlins. Nice. Emmett from the Lego Movie, Static Shock, Poison Ivy, Black Adam, Craig of the Creek, Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz, and Daenerys Targaryen. It's like it plays quite well. Like my main that I found and really like is Finn. Because he does this thing where when he's attacking, coins pop out of people, and if you gather enough of them and you use your down ultimate, you can get either a speed boost, extra armor, or pull out a BMO. I've never pulled out the BMO, but it's supposed to be like BMO, which is a character from Adventure Time, would like fight alongside you, I guess. I don't know, because Tom and Jerry are one character, and they actually kind of fight like separately. Like Tom will like launch Jerry at you, and Tom or Jerry then does attacks, and then Tom's got to go over and collect Jerry. So it's just kind of like a weird that character would be kind of hard to play, and I've only ever seen whenever I play bots, I've only seen bots use Jerry, because it is online. And I have played online, and I have won a couple games online, which surprised the hell out of me. But so far, it's really good. And I gotta mention, Shaggy, one of his abilities is to go Super Shaggy, or he does the whole power up thing from the meme. So
that's so smart that they did that.
Then they should have. But it's really fun, and it's free, so there's no reason not to. It's on Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Epic Store. I'm not sure. It might be on Switch too. I'm not sure.
It doesn't show it. I'm on the site. Yeah, it's on both last gen and current gen.
Yes.
Xbox and PlayStation.
Yes.
So.
And each of the characters are they're even broken out into like tank, bruiser, assassin, support, kind of how what their playing style is, for people who know what those terms mean in a Smash game like this.
Yeah, I gotta give this a shot. I thought this was still like a beta thing,
It
until
is.
recently
It is, but
when I saw
it's
everyone.
open beta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of people on Twitch playing this.
yeah,
It's
and
kind of crazy.
some of the levels will say when you load into them, will say experimental. So, but it's surprisingly fun. There's not a lot. It's only like right now. It's just like bot teams, free for all bot, one on one online, teams online, which is 2v2, free for all, and that's kind of it. I think there might be a ranked thing that I've not. There's a third option that I've never even looked at.
Yeah, it's on the second row of Twitch games, like with 44,000 viewers watching. So it's been popular. Like, I definitely got to check it out. Like, it's been a long time since I played like a fighter like this.
Yeah, and what I like about it that I forget is not in Smash is that one of the buttons is a dedicated jump button. And it wasn't until like I was watching somebody play it and go, oh yeah, there's a jump button. Like, oh yeah, Smash doesn't have a jump button. It's just you point up, and the character jumps, and that's kind of what always kind of threw me in the in Smash Brothers. So, but yeah, Multiverses, absolutely check it out. It is worth it. It is worth free. I did look up how much does it, because there is some paid stuff in there as well. How much does it be to buy everything you can't unlock through just playing the game? And apparently it's like $225, which after
wow.
Diablo Immortal, people are like,
It
that's
looks like a
too fucking
bargain.
high. It's still too high.
Yeah, it is. Cue the meme. These prices are too damn high.
Yeah. So, yeah. What have you been up to though?
I have really not been playing a whole lot outside of basically Apex, and we got more information about next season, which is next week.
Oh, really? I feel like this
Yeah.
season just started. Because I remember seeing like the new character Newcastle, because like, hey, that's my hometown.
Yeah. They've put out a couple like animated like trailers showing off the new character.
Season 14. Yeah, season
Vantage.
14.
And it's really good. Like they just are so good with their animations. Like, give me an Apex like animated show or movie or something. Just do it. Like, honestly, you need to go and watch some of the stuff for Vantage. I think they have like 2 like animated things where they talk about her backstory and stuff like that, and it's really good. Like, she's like I think she's like a teenager, which is interesting. She's all about her name's Vantage. She's all about like I guess like surviving, quote, whatever. It makes more sense in like the little uh teaser videos or whatever trailer videos that they put out. But let's see, her passive is Sniper Kit. When ADSing, you will see information about your enemy in the HUD. This includes which legend they are playing, how many members remain in their squad, the rarity of their body shields, and the distance from you.
That's a bit much.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
That's too much. That's too much info
I guess
for a passive. That's too much info.
it's the article I'm looking at. It's not a whole lot, like, because like in the image, in the thing I showed you, it shows it basically just like it has when you, right above your like when you ADS, it just has the name and then like how many meters away they are, and then underneath it just shows like little icons of the armor, like in what color they are, and like that's it. Like just small, quick glances at you know. It may be nerfed, who knows? Like, but I don't know. It's interesting. Her tactical, you order your bat companion, and so you get this little bat companion, which is pretty cool. To a specific location, and then you launch yourself to that location. So kind of like, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna like really work because I can't remember if they showed like first person perspective of it. I think they've only shown like like third person or whatever, like from a distance, like how it works. But I guess that's like a way to be able to like position yourself high up so you can snipe, because this character seems to be all about sniping because her ultimate was it mark to kill. Upon activating her ultimate, Vantage uses her own sniper rifle that can scan enemies and provide a 15% damage boost to her entire squad when hitting enemies who've been scanned using mark to kill. Vantage herself also earns a progressive damage boost when successful hits on the same target. So she gets like that seems like a lot right there. Um she
More updated
scans. Oh,
article because I noticed the one you're looking at is a couple days old. This
is
one,
that
this one's
more
from
updated?
today.
Okay, gotcha. Um okay. Yeah, passer. Oh,
Yeah, apparently it's called Spotter's Lens, not her passive, not Sniper Kit.
well.
A name change.
Yep, IGN. It's the same. I'm blame IGN then. So yeah, okay, yeah. Verify Vantage can identify. Yeah, okay, yeah. Echo relocation. Okay, sniper's mark. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot. Like this character seems really powerful on paper, anyways.
Yeah, but also you got to use the sniper. So that's kind of the
Yeah, but you get your own sniper for your ultimate. You pop out your own sniper.
yeah,
So
just
that's
like Rampart,
yeah, that's
with an
interesting.
LMG.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's interesting how there's
Vantage's
no.
ultimate does not have to be fully charged for her to use it.
Oh,
So it's probably a time thing. You probably have like a meter that actually drains as you have out as you have the sniper out.
oh, Vantage cannot jump until the cooldown is reset. so she can position the bat. It looks like interesting. Yeah, this is going to be an annoying character. I can already tell. Like
Yes.
getting sniped from these weird positions without having to without oh, there's a Pathfinder zip line. It's like, oh, we can take that to get up there and fight them. Nope, you can't. Like, unless you have a Pathfinder on your team. Like, this is interesting.
Okay, and the um okay, there is a trailer at the bottom of this article, and it does show the first person of using.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks just kind of like a big old jump.
Ah,
And there's an update to
yeah.
Kings Canyon.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of changes apparently with Kings Canyon. I don't know if you want to get into those or not. Like,
Well, I mean, looks like a big POV is back. That has been gone forever. Looks like Skulltown's back.
yeah, that's exciting. They even have a on their site. They have if you go to the Apex Legends website, they have like a section where you can there's like the image with a slider where you can slide and see the new and the old and what it is new. It's just a little slider where you can slide and see either left to right and see old versus new stuff. I was looking through that and that's pretty interesting. Trying to make sense of this new article. I'm excited for Kings Canyon. I've missed it. Like it's a smaller map, of course,
Yeah,
but it forces you to fight more. There's so many fights. Like, was it like Storm Point? I think that map is huge, and
that's the tropical
there's
one, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that one's pretty big.
yeah, to the point where you might not. Oh, you're on it. Okay, yeah, the sliders. Yeah,
Yeah, here's you
that's a cool
now,
little thing they have on their site. Like,
and then there's the new Skulltown.
that's
Okay,
interesting.
that
Less,
becomes a
yeah,
more dangerous place to be.
less cover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
those
interesting.
that big old tower. That's I forget where that's at.
That's like the middle of the map,
It's
right?
pretty much like the middle. Yeah,
Yeah,
containment. That's what it's called.
but yeah,
And they just
you were
got
able to go into
rid
that
of
room,
rid
but
of the walls.
yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, that becomes a lot more open too.
That's really interesting. Yeah, they're making it more open and less places to hide, I guess.
Well, with the new sniper, you know,
That's true. Yeah.
they want to give sniping location. Oh, they're bringing relay back as well. I liked
Yeah,
relay.
I did too.
We
We
landed there
dropped
a
there a
lot.
lot. Yeah.
So I kind of liked it.
We all had our spots on the there that we would land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like
and the
middle tunnel just gone now?
I guess
That
that's
sucks.
interesting.
I guess not, because there's maybe the tunnel is like rerouted. Whoa.
And if you're listening, we're showing off the actual like on the video portion. We're showing off the
Yeah.
changes and everything. Yeah, there's some interesting changes. I'm excited. I wonder what map is going out of rotation with Kings Canyon coming back.
Um. I don't. Oh, shit. What's the name of the? It was the second map. It's now like fire and ice.
Oh yeah, what's it called? World's
Um.
Edge.
Yes. That one's probably going out.
Yeah, I could see that because I could see that. Yeah, and they'll make changes to that, and next the season after it'll come back with some changes done. Because I don't know if they've made a lot of changes to that.
Well, other than when they made it, when they kind of blew it up.
Yeah. Some of the season changes though, they're changing some of the gold items, Stuart.
Again?
The gold backpack will no longer give you the what's it called? The like Guardian's Angel, where when you revive someone, they come back with like shield and health. That's being applied to the knockdown shield, and they're removing self revive from the knockdown shield,
Okay.
which I'm like, okay, that's makes it interesting. And then the gold backpack is going to be able to
Considering that
carry more.
rarely ever got to use it.
Yeah, that's true. And it was just annoying, like being like, okay, who's up? When you knock a team,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, last person. Wait, which one has the gold? Let's look for them. Like, gold backpack is going to be able to carry more items, and it's going to feature they're calling deep pockets, deep pocket bonus where you can carry stacks of 3 shield batteries, med kits instead of 2. So it's I like those changes. Like it makes each of the items it makes them still useful, and I feel like the gold knockdown shield is going to be a lot more useful. You know,
Yeah.
because then because like you said, like the self revive it's great if you're able to like somehow get away and during
Yeah.
the action and then revive your, but like 9 out of 10 times that never happens. Like
Yeah, I mean, it makes for a great like highlight clip when like, yeah, they down the team and they're messing with the last person. You revive and come and save the day. Yeah, that makes for a great clip, but that rarely ever happens.
if you have the gold backpack and you revive yourself, it gives you the extra uh armor and health
Uh huh.
as if yeah. I didn't know that until like it had happened once. Like I was like, oh, I didn't know these two work together. Interesting. But yeah, so that's going away. SMG and pistols are getting laser sight attachments.
Cool.
That reduces hip fire spread apparently.
All right, I'm for that.
And apparently assault rifles are going to have a slight increase to hip fire spread.
I'm not for that.
Um, the double tap is coming back for Eva 8 and G7 Scout.
Cool. I'm for that. That probably means the G7 Scout's probably gonna be floor loot again.
It is. Skull piercers coming back. It's going to be uh, for the 30-30 repeater, wingman, and longbow.
Makes sense.
The wingman is now going to take sniper ammo.
That's dumb.
and use sniper attachments.
That's dumb. That
I
makes no
I
sense.
I don't know. Like, yeah. I feel like I wonder if it's gonna fire the same way or if it's gonna like take more time to fire. Because I feel like a lot of people their complaints with the wingman is people can just like tap it too quickly, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe this is a solution. I don't know. But yeah, that's weird. Like when I first was told about that, I was like, no, that's not real. That can't be right. That's weird. Like a sniper mag is like bigger than the gun itself, the wingman itself. Like
I wonder. I mean, that it doesn't say here, but I wonder if the wingman will do slightly more damage. That would kind of suck because I feel like the wingman does pretty good damage.
here's something that's interesting that I made I don't know I've talked about this before long time ago about how like there's no light ammo LMG.
Yep.
Now there will be. The Spitfire is going to take light ammo.
I would rather a whole new weapon for that, but okay.
I would
And
too, but like they already have two heavy weapon LMGs, so like it makes
true.
sense to, I guess, switch one out. That I wonder if that'll change the way like
And that's why
the
I
gun
bring up
fires.
the wingman. Like if the sniper if wingman does more damage, will the light ammo in the Spitfire that do less damage? Because Spitfire can just rip.
Yeah. Will do
Now,
less damage but fire faster, I guess.
because it will use light ammo, it will no longer have a slowdown because heavy ammo slows down characters.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And I've got to look to see. Oh, see what does sniper ammo? Does sniper ammo have kind of an effect like that?
Like a That's why I was wondering, like, will it have like a kickback to it where it'll take like a, you know, fraction of a second longer to fire again or something like that, you know?
Okay. What weapons using sniper ammo can cause collateral shots, piercing through multiple enemies if they're close enough.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting, like, you know, having to relearn how to use the Spitfire cuz it's going to feel different most likely, right? Changing the ammo type from heavy to light, I would
Yeah.
expect.
See, light rounds tend to have a faster fire rate but less damage compared
Yeah.
to other class types. So it probably will do less damage.
Yeah, less damage but fire faster and maybe less of a kickback, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know. Um, the EVA 8 also will get a buff to its fire rate, so adding double tap and the fire rate, that's gonna be kinda nutty.
that's gonna be stupid.
Yeah, I mean, but let's be fair, like, most of the time you're only getting, like, 9 damage from a hit with the EVA 8, so
Also true.
they're also adding stocks to it. So, more attachments, I guess, for it. Um,
Oh,
30
okay. I was
30.
I was like, doesn't it already have stocks? But
Oh,
no, it has barrels.
yeah. 3030's automatically going to come with a dual loader.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's nice. The the Volt and the G7 are going to be ground loot again, and the
Cool.
bow and the Rampage will be added to the care package
Cool. Don't
weapon rotation.
never really use
So
them anyway.
yeah, so it's like care packages are now more disappointing.
Yeah.
I guess no, you'll still have like the Mastiff and the what's the sniper? The Kraber.
Kraber.
Yeah, I guess you'll still have those, which are good. But I am excited for the Vault to be ground loot again.
Yeah, I like the Vault.
Yeah, I always loved using that in the 301.
Yeah, I've liked the Vault since I almost said Team Fortress 2. Since Titanfall 2.
Yeah, I've been using an interesting combo, Stuart, of the if I can get the attachments for it. It's the Havoc with the turbocharger,
Of course.
and then the RE45 with hammer points, where you use the Havoc to shred their shields, and then you switch to the RE45 hammer point that does more damage to non-shields.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lethal combo if you can get it.
Sure.
Like if you can get the attachments and get it working. Like I've had a lot of success with that. I am liking the Havoc more and more that I'm using it, to be honest. Which just makes me more excited about the Vault coming back.
I still, because whenever I find the Havoc, the turbocharger disappears completely from the map, and it's never found. So I never use the Havoc because that windup just sucks.
Yeah. They're increasing the level cap. Right now it's at 500. They're adding a new level system that allows players to level up to 2,000 times in season 14, which that's ridiculous. Yeah. I'm only 230 something right now.
I think I'm like 70, maybe 60. Like I'm not even 100. I'm not even at the first level cap. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did play on like on Xbox at the
Yes.
beginning, so we did put a lot of time through Xbox at first. So, which, yeah, I want my skins from Xbox.
True.
Like the Twitch Prime skins and all the other stuff. Yeah, just the event skins I got that are just sitting on my Xbox. Ugh. Yeah, they're saying think of this as a new think of this system as prestige system. Once you hit level 500, your level badge will alter with a gilded lining, and at your level will roll back to a 1, and then yeah, so that's interesting.
Up to 2,000 times. Who plays Apex enough to level up to
I mean,
2,000?
even like Apex streamers, that seems like a
Yeah.
lot of levels for an Apex streamer who does it
Yes.
full time. Like, I mean, there's gonna be that one. There's gonna be a few people who that's their mission is to do that.
And like, if you go back to level 1, do you get the loot boxes again? Oh, okay. The
Ooh.
last line. You can do this up to 4 times and earn more free loot boxes with leveling further. So yeah.
Oh, so we still have to get through 500 to, like, damn it.
But honestly, like once you hit a certain point, are loot boxes even worth it?
I mean, it gives you crafting medals, like, so you can unlock stuff.
Have
Like,
they added anything new to be able to fucking craft?
they added a couple things, not a whole lot, but they did add like one new set of stuff. But like during the events, like this recent anime event that we
Uh-huh.
were talking about, that wrapped up. But you could buy that stuff with crafting metals.
Okay.
I got the Sailor Moon Bangalore skin for only 800.
Sure. Cool.
Like, so I was like, okay, cool. I would have gotten some of the others because I have a bunch of crafting metals, but like, there's none of them were characters that really interested me or that I like the skins of. It was just that just happened to be the way it was. But yeah, what was it recently? I opened up a regular Apex pack from leveling up, and I got like 600 crafting metals, the gold tier of them, and I was like, okay, that's better than like a Mozambique skin or something. Like, I'll take that. Save that up for next
I
event
guess
that they
there's also
have.
heirloom metal crafting stuff as well.
Yeah, but that's like, was it 300 or 500 packs you have to open before you get that?
It's like 500. Well,
Yeah,
no, no,
500. So
no. You are guaranteed to get one within 500.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it could happen anywhere between 1 and 500.
exactly. Yeah, which, yeah, yeah. I still have an issue with the like because during that event, like they had the Bangalore prestige skin or whatever, and
It's
but
not a good
like you
skin.
you can't. It's not a good skin, and you have to pay like $140 to unlock it because that's the minimum, or that's the minimum of what you have to Apex coins to buy all that stuff. Like, it's dumb,
Yeah,
you know.
it's the skins are way too expensive, and they're not good enough to be that expensive.
Yeah, like, just having something locked behind buying everything is the dumbest thing, and I think we've been saying that since like day one. You
Since
know.
like I think it was the second event, because that was like the first time you had to buy shit.
And then the regular store, like the weekly store rotation, it's like, oh, here's this weapon skin that you have to buy so you can buy the alternate version of it.
Yeah,
That I've always had a problem with because it's like, I don't want to buy this version of the skin that I'm not going to use to so that I can use this one. Like, it doesn't make any sense, you
yeah,
know? So yeah, it's unfortunately it's been what, 2-3 years Apex has been out,
yeah,
and our biggest issues, at least my biggest issue still, is the way they handle transactions.
yes,
Like, it's it's just disgusting. It really is. But I've got Apex coins from season pass, and I'm I'm not giving this game any money that I don't have to, just out of principle.
absolutely. I'm not either.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm
See, at least
still
Fortnite. Yeah, it's a $20 skin, but it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I was like, fuck yeah. That's a good
yeah,
that skin's worth it.
exactly.
You know, but these skins are like, it's a slightly different color.
Oh, they have a really cool Loba skin, Stuart, but it's tied up in a bundle where it comes with where you have to pay like 20 something, you have to pay like 20 something dollars to get the skin for Loba, the skin for the triple take, and then you get a couple other things like a gun charm or weapon charm and like a pack or two. I don't know exactly, but it's like, just sell the skin. Why are you putting in a bundle? Same with there was a bundle a couple weeks ago, Stuart, where I had the Loba skin in the bundle already, and there was a weapon skin that matched it, but it wasn't discounted.
That it should be if you have this,
Yeah, yeah. So, and it was it's a I love the Loba skin that I have. It's that like purple one that looks like, the lighting effect on it, like it looks like LED lights.
I think I know which one you're
But
talking
like,
about.
yeah, and there was a weapon I can't remember if it was like the flatline or it was some assault rifle, but like that matched it, and I was like, that would be really cool to have, but like I'm not paying for the even if I'm not doing that because I already own the skin, like the Loba skin. So it should be discounted because in Destiny, if you own like pieces of a bundle that they have, they discount it. Like it'll show like you have
Yeah,
this piece in this bundle, and it'll be
I mean,
and so the price will
Steam
result.
does that too. I mean, it's just like here's a bundle of games you own. Part of these games. There's a discount. It makes sense. But
Yeah,
we're
unless
asking
you're
EA
EA.
to make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like I hate it. I hate that this is EA. I really do.
Yeah,
But I love the game. I'm having fun with it, it's great, It's just, you know, having a lot of fun with it again, and can't wait to next season, all the stuff that, you know, all the potential out of the new map and the new character, and, I'm not great with snipers, but, like, I'm gonna pick this character up with the legend tokens and at least give it a shot. But yeah, that's the news for the next season is next week, and so excited to play through that. The friends I've been playing with, like we play Destiny normally before this, and we're just like, yeah, the season ends next at the end of the month. We really need to we keep saying we need to find a time to like power through the rest of the battle pass and but we never do. Because we just keep coming back to playing Apex because we're just having fun with it. Even when we don't win matches and like if we're in a good fight where we feel like we didn't just get like annihilated, like like we defeat a team or we take on a couple teams and then a third team comes in and we get a little frustrated, but as long as it was like you know we did good, we're typically okay with not winning a lot of times as long as we're having fun, I should say.
that's all that counts.
Yeah, it really does. And then I think the last match or one of the last matches we won was a match where it's like we were running to like the last circle and then all of a sudden we won because like the last team died outside of the storm, and it's like that's always fun. Like we had a hectic match up until that point though, so like we earned getting to that point. It wasn't just a you know oh, you didn't see anyone and then you just won type of thing, but Um, okay. We could talk about Apex, I think, long enough. You got anything else?
Yeah, because I was in a hotel last week for a couple days, I decided to finally check out High Dive because there was a 14 days free trial for High Dive, and I checked out some of the anime on there. Finally, um, I will say this about High Dive: there are definitely some things about the service that I like. That I wish Crunchyroll did. Like for instance, um, like if there's like you can set up in your profile, whether you prefer subs or dubs, and it will automatically, if there's a choice between subs and dubs, it will pick your choice because it's not separated out like with different seasons like it is on Crunchyroll. That needs to be fixed. To actually have like an option in the settings to just change audio.
Yeah, it's a
It's dumb.
nightmare. Like, and it
And
does. It's like on the Xbox app, it you can't. It just cuts off. It
yes,
doesn't
I was gonna
like
say, like, if we
you
get
know. Yeah,
titles that are long, it cuts off. It cuts off on the
it
PC
doesn't
as well.
scroll.
Like,
Yeah,
it's stupid. It's stupid, and
it really
they need
is.
to
So
change
you're
that.
like, I just have to guess. Hopefully, this is the English version, or you know, like, oh no, this is the Italian version. Like,
Yeah,
what? Sometimes I've come across some that have like way more than you would think as far as audio dubs. Like,
French, German, Portuguese,
yeah,
Spanish, like, and all I see is the title just repeated over and over and over again. Like, this
y-
one.
it's bad. They need to fix that. Yeah, at least make the title scroll. Like,
They did not have it like that.
yeah, that's true.
Just fix that.
Yeah.
But High Dive doesn't have that. It also has something that I do like, and that has, like, when you're on like a show page for an anime that's still where the dubs are still coming out. At least on desktop, it doesn't show this on the apps. I wish it showed this on like tablet, phone, and other apps. It has a release date on when the English dub is coming out,
Oh, that's nice.
so like, okay, um, okay, so I gotta wait till Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Then the dub will be out. Cool. Um, so that's something that's nice. The one thing I don't like is fast forward. Every single video player nowadays, when you press fast forward, it skips ahead 10 seconds, right? No, this one doesn't. It's 2 times speed, 4 times speed, 8 times speed, which sucks because I'm used to anime, intros. I'm a person that skips the intros because it's either the song is just something that I feel like I've heard 10,000 times, or like it's spoilery,
Or you just want to get to the
or
episode.
I just want to
Like,
get to the freaking episode.
yeah, exactly.
And I
I get
know,
that. Yeah.
okay, I press forward 8 times, and that will be damn close to the end
Yep.
of the intro. Nope, I gotta know. Okay, and the intro's gonna be okay. It's gonna be 100. It's gonna be like a minute and 20 seconds. Okay. So that's annoying. That's the one thing about High Dive I don't like. But on High Dive, I watched, or I'm still watching, The Executioner and Her Way. Of Life. Sorry, there's more to it. Executioner and her Way of Life. And basically the story is that this is a world where people get isekai'd and summoned to all the fucking time. Like,
Interesting.
so much so that the native language has been lost, and it's Japanese.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And like, they sell, Japanese shops. There's Japanese, there's manga, there's all that kind of stuff, for sale there. And the first episode, you know, the main character meets a guy who was summoned and then was thrown out because he wasn't what the nobles wanted, which, by the way, is illegal to summon. So the nobles did something illegal. because because like every what they call lost one, they all get some type of power. And it has happened a couple times where the power has gone out of control and has caused some worldwide devastation. So it's up to a secret group called Executioners to get rid of them. They don't blame the lost ones. In fact, they blame the people who they summoned, but the lost ones can't stay. And going back to like the first episode, main character, Minnow meets a lost one, and he's like, okay, so I can use my knowledge of Japan to become rich. Ooh, I know, mayonnaise. And I had to fucking laugh.
Yeah, that's good.
And she's like, no, we got that already. Darn.
Oh my god.
And I just had to think, like,
funny.
Is making mayonnaise a common thing that Japanese kids know?
God, you had such an issue with that in that one anime.
It was so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
It was
I
so
remember
fucking
that.
dumb. Because it's like
was it the Prodigies one?
yeah,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I had to laugh because like that's funny because that's a fucking joke I would make because that's so dumb.
Yeah.
But she ends up killing the guy. This is all kind of in the trailer, by the way. Her killing him. But then there was a second person that was summoned, and she has an interesting power where she can rewind time. So like Minnow goes to kill the girl, and then time gets rewound and she's alive. But the girl she doesn't remember that, Minnow just tried to kill her. So she's like,
okay.
oh, you're still my friend. So she's got to figure out,
is there a limit to the rewinding time
to kill the unkillable girl? Not that they've discovered.
Okay.
And I don't think so because of stuff that has happened. About halfway through the episode 6, something gets revealed that just turns this story on its head, and I fucking love the idea. I love what they did to it. And it's great. I'm not going to spoil it at all, but just know something happens halfway through the show that's a good twist to this story. And yeah, so now she's on a mission to kill the unkillable girl.
Put this on my list to watch.
So it's good. It is definitely worth it, and it is fully dubbed. I'm pretty sure episode 12 came out like this week. And I'm only on episode 8, so I'm about 5 episodes from the end.
Yeah, I'm just like looking through because like they let you just explore High Dive without having a subscription.
It's cool.
And yeah, it's like, oh yeah, episode 6 is in 3 days for this. It shows the thumbnail, and then there's a little thing that says like episode 6 is in 3 days, or 7 days, or whatever, and then it says dubbed if it's dubbed. Like, that's nice. That's like
it is
really nice quality of life, like browsing features. Yeah.
But too bad that's only on browser. It doesn't show it like this on apps.
Yeah. But I mean, you could like, browse on the computer and then just add to your like
Yeah, but when
favorites
you're
or
sitting in
queue
a
or
in a
whatever.
hotel room, you don't have really that option. So
That's true. Yeah, I guess for your circumstance, yeah, that makes sense.
so what else you got? What else
Um,
have you been up to?
so I don't know if I talked about this last time or not. Did I talk about Superman?
What about them?
It's the Superman and Lois show.
I don't think so. I mean, I've heard somebody talking about Superman and Lois like within the past 2 days. So I don't think you have.
Okay. I watched through that. The last like it's been more than since the last time we talked, but like I got caught up on that. Cause I through like the Arrowverse stuff, like back when I was watching that, like seeing the Tyler whatever be Superman, I was just like, I like his Superman. Like he is a
A lot of
good,
people did.
wholesome Superman. Like, um, was it the first episode? Even he like it shows him in like like this really crappy costume and he saves the day and then like approaches this kid and this kid's like, oh, I love your costume, and it's not the it's clearly like his first costume ever, and he's like he goes, thanks, my mom made it for me, and then he flies away, and I'm like, that's Superman.
Yes,
Like
I've
that's
and
the
I've
Superman I
I've seen
like.
that clip, and a lot of people was like, "That's great. That's what Superman should say."
Yeah, it's so good. Apparently this is in like, I guess, spoilers. This is in a different universe than the Arrowverse.
Well, yeah, because it's in the same universe as Supergirl, right?
Well, Supergirl ended up getting brought into the Arrowverse, into the Green Arrow Flash universe. And there is a Superman in that universe, but this is a different universe from that universe,
Okay,
apparently.
but still the same. Okay, but it's still the same actor though.
Same actor, yeah. Because apparently, like there was a line that was talking about like, like there are other universes that have or multiple or their Earths have multiple heroes, but we only have Superman or something like that. So that was a line. Spoilers, I guess, in like season 2. Um, so yeah, I don't think it's a huge spoiler saying that it's not, because like there's some character there's like, I think, a character, maybe two, that are from that you'll recognize from the Arrowverse, that are them have like small appearances in this, but
I wonder if we did talk about this because I'm just looking at images like I do whenever you are talking about your topic of, and there's one of Superman in Steel, and we definitely talked
oh
about
yeah.
we
See,
definitely talked about Steel
I might have talked
last
about
episode.
the first season, yeah. But I don't know if I talked about the second season since then. Um, but yeah, Steel is a character, and like he didn't it's a crazy story. Like the this story is really interesting. And I gotta say, like, apparently there was rumors that this had HBO Max like extra budget, but that has come out debunked, because the show looks so much better than like The Flash.
Well, yeah, it's debunked because we now realize that CW is not giving budget to anybody.
But I mean, this looks so good. Like the cinematography for this is just gorgeous. Like I'm surprised that like this is the same budget as like The Flash for what it's doing. And I haven't watched The Flash since like the last big Crisis crossover thing when Arrow ended.
Uh
Um,
huh.
that was like the last time I really watched anything CW was like when Arrow ended like 2 years ago, and they had like the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event. But like I've heard nothing but bad things about the Flash since. Like
So have
I've
I.
heard a lot of bad
I've
stuff,
heard some
and
bad stuff about the Flash.
yeah. I actually watched a like wrap up review of season 2 for Superman and Lois, and they were talking about like they made the points where like it was rumored this had more budget than normal CW stuff, but that was debunked by one of the actors. And the fact that like how like the you could clearly tell like they changed the coloring and certain things to make it like just a lot better looking, and it does look a lot better. It looks a lot more cinematic than a normal CW TV show, I gotta say, which is good because it's Superman. You should Superman should look good, but
Yeah, every time I see like a screenshot from the show, there's definitely a color filter over it that definitely makes it look cinematic.
yeah, season 2 went like the overarching story was really kind of batshit crazy, I gotta say. I mostly enjoyed like the the interactions between certain characters and like the B plots and stuff like that, like drama between or not drama, but like confrontations, I guess, between like certain characters and how the relationships developed between other characters and whatnot. Not like the like his son and his son and the girlfriend drama because that happened in the season 2, but I mean like certain things like in
Of
season 1 they
course,
introduced.
there's going to be teen drama. It's CW. That's what they do.
Well, yeah, but like it's minor spoilers. In season 1 they introduced Superman had a brother,
Okay.
and like the whole stuff between like that, the whole Superman's brother and him type of thing, because like there's a whole lot of craziness behind that. um uh I guess it's not really it's much of a spoiler because it's like the overarching plot line of the whole season, but like there's another universe, and where like it's like an opposite parallel universe, and they use the term bizarre.
I was to say, but that's
Oh
Bizarro.
yeah, but it's like it's not the Superman who's like the bizarro quote bizarro Superman isn't like Bizarro though. Like it's not like
Me love you.
yeah, it's not anything like that. It's just like another Superman from another world who went a different direction. Like he instead of like having the Clark Kent identity, he just like was like, I'm Superman. This is my family. We're celebrities. Like, and then bad shit happened, and things escalated, and it just showed like kind of shows like the importance of having that secret identity. It was kind of that was a kind of mini plot point of that to show like yeah, the secret identity does matter, and Clark Kent does matter. Because I think a lot of people's thoughts are like, why does he do Clark Kent? Why isn't he just Superman? He's all powerful. Like that's definitely a thing people like argue about since I don't know, probably since Superman's been created. As long as I can remember, that's been an argument people have been making points for and against. Um, but it's really well done. I really like it. There is some of the CW drama that I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. But like, for the most part, like it's pretty good, except for the big baddie, I guess at the end, the ultimate baddie was kind of like a stretch of how they became powerful and how they became the big baddie. I don't want to spoil anything if anyone wants to watch it, but like, yeah, there's some like there's some was it what's the phrase um basically you got to just like turn your brain off for parts of it just to get through the good stuff of the show. Like, don't think about like this section too much. It's it it's a solid 8 out of 10, I'd say. If I had to, give Superman and Lois a, at least uh season 2, if I had to give it like a rating, I would say it's a solid 8 out of 10. Like, it's good. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but I did have some complaints where I was like, yeah, that's if you really think about this part, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, that you're not really you're just saying this is the way things are, but you're not explaining why that is, like, type of things. But yeah, I just really enjoy it because that's the Superman I want to see. Like, and and I'm kind of surprised they haven't like just done Doomsday yet. Because there was a point where you thought like the Bizarro Superman was gonna be like Doomsday, and you're like, really? You're doing Doomsday at the beginning of season 2 already? Like, wow. Talk
Well,
about
I
jumping the
feel
shark.
oh,
Like,
I think Smallville did Doomsday before he was Superman 2, so
yeah, I guess. But I mean, like, they were that was never they had said like he was never going to be Superman until like the end. That was
which I feel like he should have been Superman way before then.
Yeah, I agree. But apparently they're trying to make an animated series to continue on with that. Welling and Rosenbaum are working on that. So
I know they started a podcast where they're reviewing each episode of Smallville.
yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I haven't watched any or listened to any yet, but I did see that was a thing. Yeah.
Like that would be very interesting.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, so far they've had patience, like with not doing too much at once with the show. You know, like doing Doomsday or like Zod or any of the you know Brainiac or any of the big stuff. They've kind of done. They've kind of been like, this is our version of Superman. Like, this is his own thing, so we're doing our own stuff. They've
I
kind of
did
made their own
see
baddies.
I did see a clip of the show. This was a while back. Where like one of the sons like ingested like powdered version of like red kryptonite and was like dying.
I can't remember. There's like there's like in the mines of like Smallville, there's like kryptonite that's called like X kryptonite or whatever that gives people powers. That was a little bit of a plot line. Um,
And
I can't remember about the red kryptonite or not, but
like
yeah,
Superman had to take his son to like the Fortress of Solitude, and that was probably like a big deal.
yeah. That might have been season 1. Like I said, like that we talked about that last. I talked about season 1 like last time, so that was like probably a month ago. I watched that, but yeah, there's some interesting stuff though. The Fortress of Solitude. there's some interesting, cool stuff there. Um, I just like his Superman. I like his portrayal of Superman. That's what it all comes down to, you know. Like
And
that's the Superman I want.
I feel like Henry Cavill could have been that Superman if he had the
Not
writing.
with Zack Snyder. Yeah.
If he had the writing to be that Superman.
Yeah, and I want to see that. Like, I want to give Henry Cavill another chance.
So do
like,
I. Like, I think Henry Cavill could do a really good job if there's good writing behind it.
Yeah, I just don't want the dark and gritty Zack Snyder version. Like, I want the wholesome, like, Boy Scout version. But it's it's enjoyable. Like I said, the the oh, it's weird because like yeah the the Bizarro world like interacts with the regular world and everything. It's just like they do a little too much with everything's opposite. Kryptonite in this world uh enhances their powers versus hurting them, and the red sun and the yellow sun, and then this and this, like they do a little too much where it's like, yeah, you don't have to point every little thing out.
Stoplights,
Like,
red means go. Green
yeah,
means stop.
right. But it is at the end of the day, it is a CW show, but like there's a reason why this one is still around. Like, they haven't canceled it when they're canceling everything else. um
Yeah.
Boy, are they canceling everything else.
Well, people are saying
Anyways.
that CW is going to get sold.
Oh, that's been a rumor, yeah, for a while. Like, because what was it? They
I
came
mean,
out a couple months ago
Warner
that they've
Brothers
never made a profit, apparently.
Warner Brothers did buy Discovery Channel.
It's the opposite. Discovery bought Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. Discovery bought Warner Brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
And the changes that are being made to HBO is worrying.
You want to get into that now?
Yeah. Because this kind of ties in. Because I guess CW did get kind of bought by Discovery.
I didn't realize how big Discovery was until that whole
I
thing
didn't
happened.
either. I didn't think
Like,
Discovery was big enough to buy a Warner Brothers.
yeah.
Like, they're getting rid of some of the low performing originals on HBO Max, which kind of sucks. And as well as they're canceling a lot of the stuff that they had planned and were kind of already in the works, including
Even stuff that was already filmed.
Like Batwoman. And they said because apparently it wasn't good enough. That's what, with the DC movies we've been getting, that's a good enough reason.
Yeah.
If they're saying this, it wasn't good enough, and the shit we've been getting, that must have been a bad movie.
And see, what's interesting is it's also come out that Keaton shot a scene for Aquaman, but since the Batgirl thing is now canned, that was supposed to come out before Aquaman, and so that would make sense. Audiences got confused, so I think they either are or they did refilm like a scene with Ben Affleck's Batman for Aquaman to make sure audiences don't get confused of like, why is Michael Keaton's Batman in this when Batgirl's not coming out anymore and won't explain it. Which, it's like, that's the level of like quality checking the DC has needed. Like,
sure. Well, but at the same time, the Flash movie is still scheduled for next year.
I mean, yeah.
And that should not be the case.
Where's this? There's a quote from, I think, the. Trying to look back. Okay, there was the one of the I guess the head of Discovery or Warner Brothers Discovery, whatever. He said in like a call or something. Here's a quote: "The focus is going to be how we make each of these films in general as good as possible."
Which, why was that not already the case?
Exactly. Like, like what? Like, it's refreshing. Like, yeah, he basically said, like, if something's not good, we're not gonna put it out. Like,
Again, why was that already the case?
I agree. Like, yeah, like I feel like most of DC stuff has been that way, where it's been like not good
Live action.
and live action. Yeah.
But then and here's another worrying thing that I also heard, that the big focus going forward is going to be 70% non-scripted content.
I mean, it's cheap to film, and
That sucks.
that's unfortunately that's the reality. Yeah.
I mean, that's Discovery. That is 100% Discovery. That's what they do. They do non-scripted shit. But that sucks. That is not why you sign up to a service like HBO Max.
Yeah. Well, it's reported that next year they're going to fold that in the Discovery whatever
Discovery
Go or
Plus.
whatever. Yeah, into one. And the rumors are it's going to be Discovery Plus, not HBO Max, which I'm like, that's kind of weird cuz I feel like HBO has more brand recognition
You're right.
than Discovery, but
Right, because like, who's gonna go
yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna watch Game of Thrones. Where do I watch that? Discovery? No, you don't.
Yeah. I've got this article about like stuff that's been canceled because of the whole Discovery, all that stuff. Just some of these things, the fact that they were going to be a thing anyways, is just like, why? Remember they were going to do a Wonder Twins like movie? Like,
Sure.
that was going to be a thing. It makes sense that it's canceled. Yeah, Aquaman's being pushed back, and the Ben Affleck thing. What was it? J.J. Abrams was going to do a Justice League Dark. I don't know if that's still a thing anymore. Remember Michael B. Jordan was going to do a Superman movie?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like, oh, the Green Lantern. There was going to be a Green Lantern series. That's canceled now, officially. That was going to be for HBO Max. That sucks. That could have been cool. Basically everything from the CW is canceled because I'm sure they're trying to sell it off.
Yeah.
Because why have the CW if you already have like HBO Max / Discovery Plus, all that, like why worry with the network like CW? Flash is ending after next season.
That's a couple seasons late.
There's rumors that the Gotham Knights show is going to be canned before it even airs.
Good. That
It looks
trailer
bad.
sucked.
Oh my god. Honestly, I haven't even seen the trailer.
I feel bad for saying that because it's the actors, but like they're not part of that. Looked like it sucked.
Yeah. I was only ever excited because when I first heard that Misha Collins, who was Kaz from or Castiel from Supernatural, he was gonna be Harvey Dent. I was like, "Oh, I like him." He was like my favorite character in Supernatural. And
Oh,
then
that's.
we saw more details
I
about
honestly
what was gonna
forgot that
yeah.
was a thing until you just said, because, like, oh yeah, I have seen that trailer. I was not happy about that trailer.
Yeah,
And I was
I
not happy
uh,
about that fucking premise. That was dumb.
yeah, like, it's a dumb premise. Yeah. It
Oh,
makes no
here's
why make a new
here's
son for
Batman's
Bruce Wayne?
son, who never knew that he was Batman and is actually a spoiled ass fucking rich kid. And here's Joker's daughter, and
Yeah,
we're gonna have them do a
but his
prison
son's
break
not
together.
Damien either. So, yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. Um, Blue Beetle, that might there's rumors that might be affected, which I'm like, I don't know. I hope it does. I hope it's good because the design that they've shown for that looks so good. The costume for that looks really good, and Blue Beetle is one of those characters that like from it's the Jaime Ramirez version that they're doing, of course, from like Young Justice and all
Uh
that.
huh.
I loved that character in Young Justice.
Yeah, he was
Like
good.
he was so good, and I'd love to see like
That's a good look.
that.
That is a pretty good suit.
Yeah, and they've got the main kid from Cobra Kai, who's really good in that show. Like he's a really good actor. I like him, so I'm hopeful about this. But boy, if they were willing to scrap Batgirl after they already filmed, like nothing seems to be safe, you know? The only thing like about like some people are didn't you say something about like the Flash should be canceled too or something?
You did. Oh, the
Uh,
you're talking about the movie?
the movie,
I
yeah.
did that. It should be canceled. It's not.
It's not okay. It's because I feel like it won't be because the budget is that's too big of a loss for them to take.
They're
Like
not
the
going to make
Batgirl
that
was
back. They're not going to make anywhere near that back
smaller.
because of who's he what's it.
That's true. Yeah. Ezra Miller. Yeah. Mr. Cult Leader.
Yeah, I read that. I was like, now he's in charge of a cult. Oh my god.
Like before he was the Flash, he was nothing.
He
Like
wasn't. I never even heard of the guy before he became the Flash.
yeah, it was like, oh, people. The only thing before when I heard when they were he was announced to be the Flash, people were like, oh, that movie, The Perks of the Wallflowers or whatever, pretty good. That's the only thing I ever heard about him. Like from that, I'm like, okay, some random movie that I really heard of.
Now he acts
Like,
like he's the fucking second coming of Jesus.
God,
Like,
yeah, but
what the
like,
fuck?
imagine in like 10 years the documentary like film we're gonna get about
I
the
don't think it's
whole
gonna be. I
Ezra
don't think
Miller
it's gonna be
stuff.
10. I
Like,
think it's gonna be sooner.
sooner?
I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be sooner.
Um, yeah. It's just it's dumb. It's crazy. Yeah. Like he's not that great either. Like he's not that great of an actor either. I feel like
No,
so I don't know why like Warner Brothers is like still backing him. Like they haven't like it's crazy. But yeah. Yeah, that budget's a
did
lot higher, I feel like, than it,
did they
of
say they are
course.
cutting um what's her face from Aquaman?
I can't remember. I think so. Like like during the trial, it was reported she only had like 10 minutes in total, like
Yeah,
before, so probably. Like if
Is Amber Heard cut
it would make
from
sense.
Aquaman 2? I mean,
Oh, also the Supergirl movie, I guess may or
source
may not happen
confirmed
now.
to Just Jared that Heard will be cut out of the upcoming Aquaman sequel.
Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, she gets paid regardless, but
Let's see, and that came out June 16th, and on June 14th, Amber Heard denies being cut from Aquaman 2.
yeah. Yeah, was it oh yeah, the remember the Flash was going to introduce Supergirl too? Like the movie, Flash movie. They had someone cast as Supergirl and then that was going to spin off into a movie. That's probably not happening anymore. Like I don't know. This
See,
it's
I was actually kind of confused about Michael Keaton showing up in Batgirl because I thought he was showing up in the Flash.
he was. Yeah, the
Okay,
Flash has
so
Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck.
okay, so Michael Keaton was also going to be in Batgirl. Okay,
Yeah. Apparently he was going to be in Batgirl, Flash, and Aquaman. And then they either refilmed or they're refilming like with Ben Affleck since the Batgirl stuff will isn't happening, and that apparently confused audiences who like tested with watching the Aquaman. They didn't understand why Michael Keaton or something.
well, I feel like
Yeah,
if you haven't watched the Flash, or you would also be confused too, right?
I guess, but I think Batgirl was going to come out before the Flash,
Oh, okay.
so I don't know. It's a mess that Discovery is. They're doing their best to try to fix.
I mean,
I like
something
their attitude.
something
Like,
with DEC definitely needs to fucking change. They need to hire better people.
yeah, I think they
Now,
came
okay,
out and said,
that's a bit much considering only 2 people have had incidences. But I mean, how many people from the MCU have had instances? Instances.
yeah. I mean, the whole Joss Whedon thing was after he was already out,
Sure.
so that doesn't count. I don't think.
Well, it might.
Like he wasn't coming back. Like,
No, he wasn't. But I would still count that one.
yeah. And there. I guess there hasn't been any reports about bad behavior on the set of the Avengers or anything like there was for Justice League, and But yeah, I besides that, I can't really think of any on Marvel side. Like the only incidents that I could think of was like I guess the Edgar Wright stuff, but that really wasn't anything too bad. It was just a creative differences,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
the only thing I can think of is Scarlett Johansson throwing a fit with with Disney Plus.
I mean, I get that. She had like a percentage
I get that too,
of ticket
but I
sales.
mean, that's
Like,
honestly the only thing I can think of.
yeah. I mean, Marvel has their stuff pretty locked. Like, how many leaks do we get about Marvel things? Not a lot. I mean, hell, they even make fake scenes to put in their trailers to, misdirect us. So, Hulk in Wakanda, for example.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I think they also that person, the head of Discovery Warner Brothers, also said that they're wanting to do a 10-year plan, like the how Marvel does, which it's like, yes,
I mean,
you know,
yes.
You don't do
Rushing
Superman,
Justice
Batman
League,
versus Superman, and then Justice League. Yeah, like
rushing Justice League did not help them. In fact, it hurt them quite a damn bit.
I mean, when it was announced, everyone had said like that. No, why don't rush into it? Like, but yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, so like the only things like we know for sure are coming out: Aquaman, Shazam, and Black Adam.
Which I will say this: the Shazam and Black Adam trailers looked good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, Shazam was good. Like it was a
Shazam
good film.
was actually a good movie,
Yeah.
and Shazam 2 looks pretty darn good as well. So does Black Adam.
Boy, that trailer though, they're like, "Hey, we have Helen Mirren here. Look at Helen Mirren." They want you to know that they got Helen Mirren.
And
Like,
that was all the shots she was in. Was they were on the
yeah,
trailer.
pretty much. Uh, God, and we're finally getting Black Adam after what I saw. I saw a clip of The Rock like doing an interview in 2006 where the interviewer's like, "Oh, and you're gonna be in Shazam," and he's like, "Well, if anything, it'd be Black Adam." But yeah, and this is from 2006. I think what was it? The Rundown. I think he was doing press for.
Let's see. According to Google, it has been
Or
in
no,
development for
it
10
was
years.
yeah. It was a 2006 video though that like he was doing some press where they were like talking and he was like, "Yeah, we're in talks to do it." But yeah, I don't think anything has really happened since. Yeah. It's been too long though. That's the point. Like,
It's been over 10 years.
yeah. So, which I mean, hey, The Rock as like an anti-hero, like more leaning towards the kind of bad side, I'm here for it. Like, I want to see The Rock play like a dark, scary, like anti-hero character. Did you
Which
I saw like
here's what's going to be interesting. If, as in most of the Rock's contracts apparently state that he can't lose. If he's playing the anti-hero, and we're
yeah,
having heroes in the movie, and they seem to be very
it's the
and
JSA, right?
yeah,
Like, yeah.
they seem to be very antagonistic towards each other. You know, gotta make you wonder.
Yeah. I mean, also like it's like he can only be punched. He has to be he punched the same amount of times as getting punched, or like yeah. There's the contracts are crazy from what I hear about certain things.
Yeah, that
But
was
like
I think that was only for
Vin Diesel and him,
yeah.
yeah. But like I don't know. I'm excited for Black Adam just because it's it's a role where I feel like The Rock's not gonna just be The Rock. Because there's been a lot of The Rock's movies lately. He's just been The Rock, you know,
Yeah.
or he's just been Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, like the same, but in this movie or in this position. But like, I feel like he's gonna be trying because he's been wanting to do Black Adam for so long, and it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited about that, and Shazam for sure. I still haven't seen the first Aquaman, so I need to get around to that, I guess. But yeah, it'll be interesting to keep to. I wonder what the next thing that's gonna be canceled by Discovery it will be.
Yeah.
At least they're doing something though. They have at least they're worried about quality. It's like you said, that should have been the whole time.
Yeah. Like the fact that that never dawned on you definitely says something and makes a lot less sense.
Yeah. Oh, they also shelved Scoob Holiday Haunt, the sequel to
I
the
heard
first Scoob movie.
I heard Scoob was actually pretty good.
Apparently the sequel wasn't, because they shelved that along with Batgirl. Like, those two got announced at the same time, weirdly enough. Only thing they have to do with each other is they're Warner Brothers. So, but it's funny though, because I was actually when I was out yesterday, I overheard people, and I got into conversation with someone about how like they thought the new Scooby Doo stuff has been just awful. They haven't liked. Funny enough, they were talking about how they hadn't liked the new Scooby Doo stuff, like, and how it's just not as good as the stuff that we grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Well,
thought
the
that was
hell,
kind of funny that just like
even that our
random.
parents grew up with.
Yeah. So maybe, yeah, maybe I don't know. It's funny. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it's kind of crazy when it's like John Cena meets Scooby Doo. Like, what? Like, but yeah. We got anything else to talk about, or?
Yeah. Um, Prime Day happened a couple weeks
Oh
ago,
yeah.
and I picked something up, something that I've been looking at for a while, and it was actually on sale, not by a lot, but enough to go. I think I might pick it up. I bought an NVIDIA Shield
Nice.
to replace my um, Fire Stick. Not that there's anything wrong with my Fire Stick, but the NVIDIA Shield can do things that my Fire Stick was having trouble doing.
Yeah.
Like I can now play my games from my computer on my TV from just streaming right here. Something that my Fire Stick was, it could do it, but there was a noticeable lag. There is still a bit of a lag, but it's not as bad. And that's only if I use Steam Link. I tried using the NVIDIA Stream service, and I played. I just kind of jumped into Apex and jumped into the firing range, which, by the way, I jumped in with other people, which threw me.
That's a thing.
I don't
Okay.
like I was in it for like a couple seconds. I'm like, the fuck? There's two other people here, and they turned off friendly fire and killed me. But I was able to go. You know what? I don't notice. It's not a noticeable lag. Like I think I can actually play this on my couch.
Nice.
But what does kind of suck is I can't use this. My Xbox One Elite Series 1 controller.
Oh, because it doesn't have Bluetooth?
Doesn't have
The
Bluetooth.
first one? Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't until like the third generation of controllers of Xbox One controllers that came with Bluetooth.
Yeah.
And even though I have a wireless dongle for my PC, it won't work.
Oh, it doesn't?
It doesn't work because they won't download the right drivers. Funny enough, though, the 361 does.
Oh,
So I plugged in I dug out my old 360 wireless adapter, plugged that into the NVIDIA Shield, and I was able to play using my old 360 controller. So that was something. But I was like, okay, well, this doesn't have Bluetooth. Should I get a Series 2? No. But maybe. No. Well. And then I saw a rumor, like today, I think, that a Series 3 Elite controller might be coming soon.
Oh, wait for that then, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, wait for that. And apparently it will kind of adopt the kind of trigger style that that people like about the PlayStation 5 controllers. That the haptic feedback triggers.
Okay, that's cool.
So I don't know, but yeah, I got an NVIDIA Shield. I got it set up. I like it. It's different. Different remote, different service. So I'm getting used to it still. But yeah, so far I like it.
That's cool. I've heard good things about it. So
yeah, and I got the NVIDIA Shield Pro, which has more memory, more storage on it, and it does also have a Ethernet port.
Oh,
which is
that's
interesting.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can, even though I have a cable long enough to reach over there, I can't quite reach across a room to plug something in, to have cables like running across the room. That's
yeah,
because that my apartment they don't, that's a no. That's a tripping hazard. So, but yeah, I got an NVIDIA Shield.
Okay.
Is there anything else you got?
Not really. Not a whole lot. I've just been, just having to take care of, adult stuff, boring adult stuff. Not a, haven't, just, yeah. I'm hopefully this weekend I can catch up on things like anime and other things that I've been wanting to like watch and catch up on, but like I've only been able to watch like the Lois and Superman because like that's something I can have on the second screen and not really have to pay too much attention to
Sure.
while I'm doing, like work emails and stuff like that. Where anime, I feel like I have to like focus on anime. Like
Definitely.
there's too many like, subtle things that happen in anime that you can miss and be confused about.
Yes, definitely.
Like, even when I'm focusing on anime, I feel like I have to like rewind sometimes to be like, wait, what just happened? Like, but
yeah. There is one more anime that I forgot to talk about that I am watching.
Oh yeah.
I'm quitting heroing. on High Dive. This it's remind me of like I was kicked out of the, the title at least. I was kicked out of the Heroes Party, or remind me of that. But it's not. It's about the hero of the world has defeated but not killed the Demon King or Demon Lord, and the hero is like, got a party together, but didn't really need the party because the hero was actually like strong enough to just do it by himself. Just overpowered everybody, OP, that kind of stuff. But because he defeated basically the entire demon army single-handedly, people became terrified of him. Like
makes sense.
The people he saved turned on him and became terrified of him and treated him like a monster. Like they put hits out on him, tried to kill him, all that jazz. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I didn't kill the Demon Lord. In fact, I'm going to help her rebuild her army.
Interesting.
So he goes to join the Demon Lord's army. Which is, he's denied. He's like, she's like, are you fucking serious? You just destroyed the reason we have to rebuild is because of you. Absolutely not. But he manages to work his way in with one of the generals, and just wears a disguise and kind of secretly works for them. And I'm not far in it, because only the first 4 episodes have been dubbed. And I'm watching it dubbed. So, even though it's done, there's even an OVA. But
yeah, it says OVA in 17 days.
Yeah, well, that's actually the second OVA.
Ah. Okay, yeah, here we go.
I'm sorry, no,
it's August 9th.
There will be an English dub of that OVA.
Oh,
it's listed twice. Okay. So that's why.
Okay, it gives you every episode. It tells you when it's going to come out.
Yes.
English release. Okay.
Yes, that's what I was like. I like this, how this looks.
Yeah,
because it tells you what day it's going to come out. That you have to guess, or look up when, what day is this released on Funimation, or what day is it released on Crunchyroll?
And sometimes they don't even put that. You click schedule and they don't even have it
right
up. Like they only have like the next week. They don't have like this, weeks in advance or anything. Yeah. So that's really nice that this has like every episode planned out. So
yes,
it's like, oh, they're skipping this week. Okay. So like,
so you're
happens.
not surprised going, oh, I guess there's no new episode this week, or I guess they're late, which also happens, which I get.
Yeah, true.
But this, like Crunchyroll, look at High Dive. Don't buy them, but look at High Dive, and look at what
don't buy them.
they're doing. Yeah, there needs to be some competition.
Yeah, that's true.
Because honestly, I've seen a number of TikToks, complaining, Crunchyroll's the only anime service available for English. No, it's not. But
yeah,
there's at least one more.
Yeah, and there's still Funimation that everything isn't, in one place yet. They still have some stuff exclusive to Funimation, and
Does Aniplex have a streaming service? Or do they just license their stuff out?
I think they license their stuff out to maybe.
Yeah, they don't have a streaming
I feel
service
like
of
I
their own.
watched stuff on like Crunchyroll where it's like had the Aniplex like
Yeah, but I didn't know whether they had their own streaming service or not.
okay. Yeah.
Looks like same with Viz, which is the only other. Oh no, hold on. Oh no.
This has a mobile app for the manga, right?
Yes, which have
Yeah.
I've used in the past.
I'm subscribed to, yeah. I need to actually start reading stuff again.
But yeah, this one it so far it's been good. I am waiting on the dubs on this one, not just going ahead with the subs.
Okay. Yeah, I need to God, I need to sit down and see what all anime has come out and make a list and get through it because yeah, I'm so behind on stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I don't think um Devil's a part timer is dubbed yet. Oh wait, no, two
There's two
episodes.
episodes.
2 episodes
Yeah.
are dubbed.
I did see that. I haven't watched it, of course, but that'll probably wait to watch all of it.
Yeah, I think I will as well. I'll watch the first season again, and then go into the second. It's been a while since I've seen the first season. I remember some things, but not everything.
Yeah, I watched the first like I think back when it was first announced that season 2 was coming, like so like last year sometime. So it's a bit fresher for me, but yeah, definitely maybe rewatch.
Oh, I totally remember of another anime that I watched. I only watched the first episode though, and this one's on Netflix, so it may or may not ever get a dub.
Wow.
Um, it's called Isekai Uncle, and this one I like the twist of this one. It's an
Is this the Mafia or the Yakuza one? Or no?
no.
Okay, I'm thinking of something else then.
No,
Okay.
I know which one you're talking about. But no, this one. The twist on this one is, 17 years ago, main dude's uncle, got isekai'd and has been in a coma. And came
Oh,
back. He came back
that's
from
interesting.
being isekai'd. And
Yeah.
he came back. He's speaking in another language. He goes, "Oh, Japanese, right?" And he tries to use his magic that he learned over there, doesn't work. And then, well, because the spells he were using was in that other language, he tries it in Japanese, and it works.
Interesting. That is a twist on Isekai. Yeah.
And they go, and the nephew's like, "YouTube, we're gonna make you popular on YouTube and make a ton of money." And the uncle is like, "Okay, did Sega win the console war?"
Wow. Okay.
Well, And this
About
is
that.
coming out now, but apparently it's actually set in like 2017. So like, okay,
Okay, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting twist on isekai for
yeah, I
sure.
was like, that's really good.
Coming back. Yeah. Yeah, I guess no other isekais have ever happened when they're in a coma. They've always died straight up.
Sword Art.
I mean, that's isekai-ish, right? It's
Trapped in another world. They were definitely trapped.
yeah. It's a virtual world, but yeah.
But yeah, it was the fact of an isekai person comes back. That was like I like that twist, and his magic works.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. You said that's on Netflix, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So like I said, it probably will not get a dub.
Maybe I can find the manga for it somewhere. Yeah. I like
Yeah,
that. I like that
source
twist.
manga. It is a manga. So I was like, I like that twist a lot. That's good. That's good. That's good. And I get yeah, I've already said everything.
Okay, yeah. Uncle from Another World. Is that the same thing?
Sure. Yes.
A fish. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's what yeah.
Yes.
I just typed in Isekai Uncle and that's what popped up. So okay, yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing else, so I guess we can wrap up. Um I don't know. What we need to figure out what we're gonna do next episode.
Yeah, not just
Like
do like another one off the seat of our pants like we have the last two times.
yeah. So maybe we'll have like a topic or a theme for next week's episode, hopefully,
Yeah.
if real life permits. Um
Yeah.
But until then, be sure to follow Stuart at Casual Terror. I am at Will Play Games _. It's not there. It's not... Stuart's like pointing at,
It's on a timer.
but
I made the timer too long.
Apparently
There it
you
is.
did. There we go.
There we go. There it is.
Stuart's at Casual Terror, and I'm at Will Play Games
Oh wait.
_.
Oh shit! I'm reversed.
And we will catch you next time.
And remember, no animals were harmed making this podcast.
Oh, that's funny.